Hi, welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with a summer transfer move to Arsenal. Here in Sweden today, across the road there, that's the pub where they're going to be doing a lot of the celebrations. In fact, all the way down this road, they're going to be doing a lot of the celebrations pre-game today for Arsenal versus Manchester City. Looking forward to that. And I'm sure, as I had last night, every fan's going to be coming up to me and asking me about the transfer situation, particularly who we're going to sign as a striker. Alexandre Lacazette's been the main guy that we've been linked with, and it was interesting that yesterday they played in a friendly, Lyon versus PSG. Well, actually, it was the Super Cup in France, their sort of version of our Community Shield, in which they lost 4-1, by the way, to PSG, Lyon. Surely Lacazette must be thinking to himself, this is what it's going to be like this season if I stay at Lyon. But anyway, two things. He came off at half-time with an injury, and there's a lot of talk that he's injured at the moment, some sort of hip injury. But also the fact that when the press wanted to speak to him at the end of the game, he refused and said he's not speaking to anybody of the press, not talking about anything. I still think there's still a lot in it. Why would this guy want to stay at Lyon? I know he started his career there, etc. But if he's got any ambitions, surely he'll want to come to Arsenal, and surely Arsenal need to try and make a move to get this deal done. If they don't get it done, we're being told today, Emmanuel Giolini, journalist who seems to come up with a lot of stories. So far, hardly any of them have come to fruition. He's saying that Arsenal are turning their sights to Chicarito, Javier Hernandez, who plays for Bayer Leverkusen. Of course, an excellent goal-scoring record last year. Even when he was at United, never really got a chance, always did decently. I think a very, very good player. He's saying that if they fail to land Lacazette, they're going to turn their attentions to Chicarito to try and bring him in. 26 years of age. 28 now. 28 years of age now. A very experienced player. Bayer Leverkusen, though, would not want to sell their main man at the moment. They've said before he's not for sale. So, again, if that was a deal that got done, that would take a lot of money. Or the alternative could be that we stick with Theo Walcott up front. Arsene Wenger saying that he feels Walcott is a striker and will be playing Walcott as a striker, which is in contradiction to what Theo was saying last week when he was saying that, listen, I want to play on the wing. You know, I think Arsene Wenger's realising that if he doesn't get a striker in, it's going to have to be Theo and Giroud again, which will be a massive mistake. But again, he's talking up Theo again today as the person who could play in that striker position. Also linked today with Hamish Rodriguez. Now, Hamish Rodriguez, of course, of Real Madrid. It hasn't worked out for him. They're massive money move. They're very expensive. Has not delivered. And we're being told today that a club put in a mystery £70 million bid. Somehow I don't think that was Arsenal, but we're being linked with James Rodriguez. Also another Real Madrid player in Isco, who said that Real Madrid were prepared to let him go. Isco, great player, brilliant midfield player. Again, I'm not sure if they will let him go, but if they did, he'd be an excellent player. But do we need anybody else now in that midfield? The midfield seems to be set. I don't think Isco no longer fits the bill for Arsenal. I think, the signing of Granit Xhaka, we don't really need Isco now, but I suppose any player that comes on the marketplace right now is going to get linked to Arsenal, and that's what's happened to Isco. So Isco linked with a move to Arsenal today. And finally, one player who would appear is definitely on his way out seems to be Mathieu Debuchy. He's featured a lot in the friendlies for Arsenal, but we're reading today that he's going to be on his way out to Galatasaray on a seasons-long loan. That is what's been said. We have to wait and see on that one, but I think he will end up at another club after the summer break. So that's the rumours for today. Looking forward to the game later on, as I said. All the way down this street, there's going to be lots of celebrations. There's about 5 different pubs down here on this road in Sweden. It's going to be full of Arsenal fans from all over Scandinavia. Looking forward to that game later on. It's amazing. Last night, absolutely packed pub. These pubs are all going to be packed. And somebody was saying to me that Man City have got like one pub and it can hold about 50 people. What does that tell you about the clubs? Let's Arsenal act like a big club. We've got the fan base, we've got the money, let's get the deals done. Thanks for watching AFTV Transfer Daily.